Okay, so I do agree with that. I understand what you're saying about men are hunters. Y'all gonna do that. Women are nurturers, and we don't. We should do that as well. And that's again going back to the roles and stuff like that. But what I'm saying at the same time, even though it's a high body count, we're not trying to just say you know it's y'all getting built different or not built different. What I'm saying is men should have that value as well. That
We
I'm
should.
not just gonna reach for the low hanging fruit and just fuck her because she's the easiest. I should reach for the higher hanging fruit and have that mental capacity as well. So it's just goes and going back to a double standard.
Cause newsflash, we don't want the one we heard been hollering at this one,
I
that
know
one,
you
this
don't.
one. It's the same thing for a man as it is for a woman. We don't want the one that try to get
That
out
we
our
know they
friends
sleep with
just cause
everybody.
we said no, or like no, we don't like that either.
But why
it
do
is
a lot of time a lot of women end up with those type of guys? Though?
They just when they want the
but a lot of
drug
women
dealers,
take and put
everybody
a
want-
lot of type
got
of
the
women
money.
put the good guys in the friend zone.
But it's,
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
the
the good guy
perfect,
too,
the
in the friend
perfect,
zone.
the perfect guy for you, and you can say some women can say, "Oh, this guy, we're too much
He's so
alike. He's so sweet. He's everything.
He a
He just
pushover.
done. He's a pushover.
that's
This
only what
this
that
guy."
woman believes
I,
that she wants from a man.
I
It has
understand.
become
I
common,
understand
though.
it, but a lot of times that is the guy that's for him, and then later on in life they circle around back to that guy, and now this guy is done blowed up.
He got some
And
money
he got
now.
he got he
If you
got
wanna go
plenty
there, you can
he got
take it
plenty
back.
of money now,
Most of
and
the
he
time-
don't really see her the
most of
same
the
because she
time,
was hanging with the low
When a
hanging
woman
fruit
don't
guy.
put enough value on herself is because she was brought up in an environment that did not teach her to value herself. I didn't say all the time. I said a lot of the time.
I'm gonna say because I am a definite. I've been there, done that, experienced that. To just speak on women in general, because I am truly a female and I am a strong black woman. I've been there.
You are.
I have had my whole phase. That don't mean I'm not wifey material. You come into your seasons.
That's right.
And
You know better, you
and
do
you
better.
know better, you do better.
I don't believe in
You
the
have
active
those-
body count
you have
numbers.
You have sometimes people who actually have been hurt and actually think they're dating someone and they think that they're dating for a reason, and then they have sex, and then that person is the next body count because that's what they were after. Even if you can wait
Yeah.
90 days, but we'll make a man
That's
wait
real.
90 days, 30 days, whatever. And then when
And
that
still,
man
soon
do
as he
hit
get
it,
he gone.
it's still the same thing.
Yes,
So
this-
it definitely happens.
See, because that's one thing
And,
men
you know,
don't understand.
And I'm gonna say
at
this, and
all.
I've said it before. Just because you're dating someone doesn't mean that you have to have sex with that person.
And some women
This
find
is
that
true.
out
And
the
that's-
long way, wrong way.
And I truly believe that because I have a daughter and she's my only girl, and I try my best her whole life to keep her covered, to keep her, from being the girl around all the boys or being, the flirty one or all that stuff. But she just came up to be someone that just actually didn't get along with females so good. She rather be
Rather hang around
around
men.
guys.
The same way.
And then as she got older, she started to dress more provocative. I've always been
Now all your
covered
friends trying
to a
to
certain
holler.
extent, but I've always been acceptable of my body, and I've never been ashamed to wear, really wear what I want to wear. Not even if it's revealing or not. That doesn't, that shouldn't make a genuine opinion of me by what I have on. Secondly, when you talking about having morals, they have to be brought and instilled into you, and when you're ready
Right.
to accept to live that way. Because like I said, I raised all my kids to be very respectful, and I try to teach. Like I said, I have daughters, and I tried to keep her, but keep yourself covered up. Now she's grown, and all I see is her booty cheeks every day. Can you put on some clothes, But but that still doesn't make her not a respectful young lady. That's just how
Yeah.
she dresses.
Oh well, that goes back. So when I said earlier about dressing,
No,
let
I
me.
just wanted to touch on
I want
that.
to clarify. I want to clarify something.
does
I want to
matter.
clarify something because that can be misconstrued. What I said. What I wanted to really say is this right here. To me, the difference that I'm talking about is it's one thing to be sexy and revealing. That's sexy and revealing. But there's a whole nother level below that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be sexy and tasteful.
Correct.
Like, you know, it can be sheer, but you can have the pasties or something on it. It's tasteful. But I mean, just raunchy for no reason, raunchy. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole big difference. Because if I'm with my wife and I feel like we're going somewhere, and I'm this type of dude. Okay, so I was in Panama City, and I was riding down the road, and I seen a mannequin. It was see-through everything on the mannequin. And I was like, damn, my wife will look good on my arm with that on. I'm glad she ain't gonna think I buy this shit because it's see-through and everything like that. But I bought it anyway because I wanted her to be with me with that sexy shit on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want her to be with me with that sexy shit on where I can feel, you know what I'm saying? Right. I don't have any problem with that. My thing is this right here. I think that our black women in general, women period, I think, but especially our black women, I think that they are beautiful. I think that there's nothing other on the planet. There's two things that I find the most beautiful thing in the world. And people may have a different opinion, but to me, when a black woman is pregnant and in her wedding dress, those are the two most beautiful moments that you will ever see a black woman shine in. Pregnant and in her wedding dress. To me, that is the most beautiful thing in the world. Now, with that being said, I think that we have to start picking better, and we need to start amputating people before it gets started. If this person is not going to be for you and you know they're not going to be for you in the long run, then we have to stop entertaining possibilities, maybes. If they're not going to make the cut, then just the times now, there's not enough men out here to play the game how it used to be and everything like that. It is 47 women and 12 men, and 5 of which are married. The rest of them either in jail, drugs, ain't gonna be nothing, gay, whatever. So the pickings is slim. So it is. You know, the thing about it is, I kind of actually really do feel sorry for the women at certain point, but then at some points I don't, because I feel like if you really want to know how us men feel, instead of telling us how we feel, ask us. Ask the man, well, what did you see in your wife, or what do you see in women to marry? I see a lot of women giving each other advice on men and everything, but they're single. Or they haven't been married. Or they're bitter about something. I've been married. This is my 3rd time. Yes, I got a bunch of stories about failed marriages and stuff like that. But I have to say this, though, and I don't hear a lot of people say this, though. A lot of times I was the problem, or a big part of the problem. I had issues that I brought to the table. And I need a lot of women that I hear to own up to self-accountability. Your victim mentality will only make your sisters feel good. It will not change your surroundings. Ooh. It will not change your narrative. You will wake up tomorrow a victim. You will be the day after tomorrow a victim. You will find another person that has been a victim of the same thing to cry about. But guess what? We all crying about the same thing. It's about who's going to get up the next day and change it. Who's going to make a difference.
You know what? It goes back to what Souls said earlier. It was profound. That when there's no man in the house to teach the girl, the son, these things, then you have a systematic problem. Because I have a 20-year-old daughter. I counseled, me and my wife, we counseled families and marriage because we've been married so long. We counsel marriages and people. And what I tell young girls is, if you like him, you want him to be the one, do not give it up early. You cannot sleep with him early. He has to wait. You got to make him respect you first. Then the rest will come. If you sleep with him early, you're done. Because we have in our mind, if I can get it early, everybody can. But if I have to wait like I did with my wife, she was just different. It changes the respect value was different, but it took me to understand that, and a man to tell a woman, like, don't sleep with him. Then listen to a man when a man is telling you how to get a man. Listen to the man. Because he's telling you he's a man.
Yes.
If I get it early, I get it quick, you done. You're not wife material. I'll be with you, and then when the next man come with a bigger whatever or more money, you gonna sleep with him too. It's done. But if you made me wait for a year, 8 months, 2 years, till we get married, I know you ain't gonna let nobody else do that either. I feel safe with you. I ain't gotta come fish you out the club. I ain't gotta come do this, and I ain't gotta like worry about my wife when she in the streets because she made me wait for that long. She has a standard. She gonna make the next man do it too. And I feel good with her enough to marry her. So when a man telling you if you gonna be with this dude, don't give it up. Not early, you gonna make him wait, and you gonna make him respect you first. Listen to him. Don't listen to your friend
I definitely agree.
who telling you, girl, if you don't hit him, everybody else gonna hit him, and you gonna sleep with him fast, and he gonna see you like something he can just hit.
And sometimes, lady, that man that say, well, you know, he got a problem with you going out to the club doing this, that. Sometimes your man does not really have a problem with you doing it. He has a problem with the people that you be around.
Well, I ain't so long.
I'm just saying, cause we men know that friend that our female girlfriends, wives, or whatever have, that one friend that comes around and we like, yeah.
That shit work both ways.
Yeah, she bad. We're not saying it don't.
Because birds of a feather.
Feather flock together. I'm not saying it doesn't.
If your main homeboy a hoe and your wife know he a hoe, then you was a hoe to her. Because she don't know if y'all hanging out, then you gotta respect what he doing.
But
He fell asleep on the couch.
But our hypocrisy don't tell us that our wife is just trying to overrule us and this, that, and the other. We in the back of our head, that man be like,
so I've been I've been
he don't. My wife don't want me to be around that nigga because she know that he gonna be hoeing and shit like that. Right. And she right too. I'm gonna go on back there and I'm gonna watch the game. I'm gonna sit it on down because
the courtship and the process into marriage and the different things, and it goes back again to, if I can touch on it, the morals.
That's right.
You know, it's your morals.
Would you get married again?
Yes.
So you still believe in love?
Absolutely.
Would you ever get married? You believe in love?
Yeah.
She gonna be the one that gonna make him wait.
And make a good wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't believe it?
You don't believe it?
I was just thinking about
just saying that, like, and it's sad that it can be just, you know, dumbed down to make him wait and you're a good wife. Yeah. But honestly, it sounds horrible, but it is what it kind of is, because you always heard back in the day, oh, she fast. I don't want my son talking about. That's a hot girl. That girl right there fast.
My mama was saying that.
She hot in the tail. She fast in the ass. She don't, you know. And we grew up like that for sure. And I understand that. Like I said, I also understand we all human. We all have made mistakes. I have slept with someone on the first date, but I thought it was going somewhere. And that's where I thought we were. You know, not saying that it was the first time we talked, but maybe the first date. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we done went out and we hang out. And I've done it. I mean, it's been done.
Now, he said that way.
No, I'm just saying. One night stands. One night stands have happened as well, too.
I waited, and I got married to her. Baby, I love you. You the one.
That's your morals.
Yeah, that worked out good.
Brought up, and that's how.
And every man sure ain't gonna wait either.
Yeah.
But then he ain't the one for you.
No, I understand.
Then you don't need it.
I understand.
Let him bounce.
But then that all depends on what the woman wants at the time, because
see, that's what y'all got the hardest choice. We after the low hanging fruit. If you sleep with us the first night, you low hanging fruit.
Maybe we after the low hanging fruit too. You
gotta try harder.
Sometimes it's just fucking. Sometimes it's just sex.
You gotta try harder. You gotta try harder. You gotta be.
Sometimes we want the low hanging fruit. Bring them low hangers right here. Come on.
But when I wasn't married, I got a 30-day policy. If you ain't breaking bread in 30 days, I'm gonna move on. I ain't got time to. Especially if you ain't no virgin. If you ain't no virgin, I'm waiting on something that's been used and everything that's been around the block and everything like that. I ain't gonna be waiting on that.
I just recently did. I made them wait.
I want to go with.
Then you did your thing. If you want a dude to respect you.
No, I still respect women that I slept with kind of early. I don't really.
In my past.
Yeah, I don't really judge them too heavily on that. But I know the ones that I think that wasn't keepers.
Every man doesn't need.
All right, we are done for this episode. We're gonna come right back after this.